Ah, zombies. They're the glitter of pop culture, glitter being the herpes of the art world and herpes being the zombies of human sexuality. They just don't go away. However, the zombie craze has certainly managed to unearth some pretty neat works of art, and some pretty not so neat ones. It's not your fault, Brad. But for the sake of positivity, and the purpose of this video, let's take a look at the video game The Last of Us, and what people seem to want from the next installment of this much beloved game. First off, Southern Beardman and Ellen Page's story is not yet finished, and players certainly want more of it. The Last of Us had a pretty open-ended ending, and on top of that, the actors for No Shave November and Juno were pretty fantastic, so why wouldn't gamers want to get more of their harrowing story? Following up, people want a better combat system. Apparently the last one didn't fit people's needs. I wouldn't know, I didn't play the game because I break out in hives anytime I play or watch something in the horror genre. I really cannot stand it. Also, I get explosive diarrhea. Gunplay was especially a sticking point, with gamers wanting it to run a little smoother, which makes total sense. I'm not about to go Muhammad Ali on a zombie. That shit's contagious. Following up, audiences would also love for the next installment to be less linear. With the first title lacking any real exploration, players were left hangering for more, and they'd certainly love to see more alternate story paths, or at the least some variance in the direction the game could take. Like, what if instead of fighting zombies in the first place, McScruff the crime dog here just decided to make the most of his last days of humanity and erotically auto-asphyxiate himself in his closet? And we could see what happens when Indie Girl decides to venture out into the world. Maybe she discovers a compound of people where life is just like it was back in the pre-apocalypse days, except everyone talks in overly quirky/witty dialogue.
The plus sign looks more like a division symbol, so I remain unconvinced.
Third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego, no doubt about it.
And then she meets a shy, quiet dude with the face of a 12-year-old Birdman, and he knocks her up. And then they have to go through the travails of teenage life, teen pregnancy, and the near-constant threat of zombie-induced destruction. Boom. There's my resume for a writer, Naughty Dog. The ball's in your cornhole now. People also seem to be clamoring for better puzzles, which seems to be an odd component of a horror zombie survival game, but I don't know, maybe not. And so be it. I've just been informed that instead of killing zombies, you will now engage each of them one-on-one in incredibly intense games of Jenga, Scrabble, and whatever the fuck backgammon is. The final boss is a reanimated Rubik's Cube, but not one of the simple ones. It's like one of the ones with 20 sides, and it's in the shape of a double helix. And it's in a Swiss bank vault guarded by two 8-year-olds in desperate need of a 20 questions game. For each of them. So enough goddamn puzzles for you. You sick bastards. Finally, it appears that most people just want the game to be more interactive and overall engaging. The alluring part of The Last of Us was the story, the acting, and the fact that it played on your emotional heartstrings with the deft fingers of a street performer harpist, who may actually have the potential to become a concert harpist one day if only people could look past his grimy superficial exterior and realize that he's plucky and has a heart of gold and a will of iron. But despite all of its positive marks, The Last of Us had very little replayability due to the fact that it was such a great work of story that it left people wanting more, but left them feeling less whole than when they started. Whether this is because of a lack of open world mechanics, exploration, alternate story routes, or what have you, I personally feel incredibly confident about the next installment. Naughty Dog has certainly proved with The Last of Us that it can construct an outstanding and gripping story and a world with seemingly infinite possibilities. Now, all they gotta do is use them. I've been James Kukan, this has been Segment Next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep on digging deeper. Good night!